Hi everyone, and welcome into the Writers Roundtable. I'm Taylor Stern with Mickey Spagnola, Rob Phillips, and Brian Broaddus. Mickey, you're finally joining us on the Roundtable, so we thought we'd give you a hard question for today. It's kind of more on the defensive side. We're looking at Rod Marinelli's guy, Sean Lee. He's returning this season. How do you think they're going to play him?
They're going to start him at strong side linebacker. Let's just start right there.
You just bring the heat.
Absolutely, because look, it was probably mid-March, and I asked someone who should know. I said, can Sean Lee play strong side linebacker? And they kind of stared at me and they go, Sean Lee can play anywhere we want him to. And I assume that meant also strong side linebacker. Since Damian Wilson left, they have an opening. So why not? Lee, Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, how can you get better than that?
You're feeling good about Leighton, even though these OTAs, he's got plenty of time.
Yeah, it's only May.
Yeah, he'll be good.
He'll be fine. A lot of time to get ready. And to Mickey's point, it's Sean Lee. And the more I think about this, even though a few years back they moved Sean over to the weak side to try to kind of get him covered up a little bit more where he's not taking on as many blockers, he's Sean Lee, and I think it's a little like the offensive line. Get your best 5 linemen on the field. Get your 3 best linebackers on the field. Mickey mentioned Damian Wilson. He only played about 27% of the snaps last year. By comparison, Jalen Smith was at like 95%. So it's not that big of a task for Sean Lee, but when he's healthy, and obviously health has been an issue, he's one of the best players you've got in your defense.
Yeah, I think that, and I give Mickey a lot of credit for this, guys, because he was right about this on our show on Talking Cowboys. He said, hey, they're going to play Sean Lee at that Sam linebacker. And I kind of looked at him like, really? You think they really want to do that? The whole idea was to put him at the will linebacker, let him run, protect him. Don't let him be a part of those collisions. No, Mickey looked at me very confidently and said, yeah, he's playing Sam linebacker, and he's absolutely right, so I got to give him credit for that. I think what you're going to see scheme-wise, though, is that maybe you won't see so much of Jeff Heath having to drop down in the box. Maybe they could play some more two-deep stuff. If you have Sean Lee on the field, though, 3 linebackers, all of them can run, all of them can tackle, all of them can cover. Those are the types of things. You might see some 3-man line, these linebackers, and then putting a nickel guy on the field as well. So it will be a little bit of a different look for Chris Richard, Rod Marinelli. But again, it's about getting the best 11 on the field, like Rob was saying.
You know, and Brian, I was talking to Rod Marinelli, and he said there's ways that you can cover up the strong side linebacker. You don't have to have him on the line of scrimmage every play. You can play him a little off, you play it a little different, and you protect him. But as Rob said, you know, if he's only playing a quarter of the snaps instead of 90% of the snaps, you're protecting him, and then you have other packages you can use because of his versatility.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're gonna want to play all these guys. I really do. I think that take advantage of 3 linebackers that can run, that can tackle. Wouldn't be surprised if Sean Lee's health stays at a high level, though. You're going to have 3 linebackers probably in the top 5 of your tackles this year, I bet.
Broaddus, I like that last week on the Roundtable we're talking about Dak's go-to guy, and you say Jason Witten. Kind of seems what I'm hearing from you 3 is that Sean Lee is kind of the Jason Witten on the defense. He's a plug-and-play player. Right. He's Sean Lee, as you said, Rob, right. And I think that says it best.
He was the best linebacker on the field against the Rams in the playoffs. That was a bad overall performance for the defense, but I think it was a reminder that when he's on the field, he's productive.
And the other thing is he can also serve as the backup weak side linebacker.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
He can serve as the backup middle linebacker if you want. Now, they've got other guys to play those roles, but if you need it, I mean, he's your Swiss Army knife, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a good analogy there, Mick. Well, stay tuned to everything on DallasCowboys.com as we wrap up this offseason training and get ready for training camp. So thank you so much for watching.